already covered up some. We've already covered up all the side quests as we could, and now we go to Korriban to look for Master Vash, and then we'll be done on this main quest. Can't believe I'm almost done already. Instead of landing in Dreshday, we're actually landing in the ruins this time.
We've hit the ground. This is Korriban. Why would one of the Jedi you're looking for come here?
An adequate job, pilot. Perhaps here there is some trace of those who pursue us. I sense that we may be truly alone on the surface.
There are signs of life on the surface. Beasts by the dozen. So don't worry. You won't be quite as lonesome as she makes out. You might want to keep your, lightsaber sharp. Or do whatever you do in these situations.
Although I think that the pilot's mechanical devices are probably accurate. If there are Sith here, their numbers are few and they are hidden.
It seems quiet. Just the wind. But deep beneath the surface, you can feel the pain of what took place here. This place merely tolerates sentience walking upon it. It is pleased to have been left alone. There is great power here for those with the ambition to use it. There is great power in this place for those who can hear its call.
There is much that would draw a Jedi to this place. The resting grounds of the ancient and more recently departed Sith contain many teachings believed lost. The most likely place to find our lost Jedi is the ruins of the old academy.
And what has happened here?
It was said that Revan intended to return to Korriban to subdue any potential Sith insurgents, but Revan disappeared. It took a year or two for the Republic to send a force here to deal with any Sith that may have remained. They found Korriban much as we have, barren and lifeless. It was assumed that the remnants of the Sith turned on each other, vying for what little power remained. The Republic found evidence that several Sith lords escaped Korriban, fleeing to remote sections of the galaxy.
I thought Revan killed all of the students and teachers in the academy. But what do I know? Any Sith living here?
As lifeless as it seems, the dark side is very strong here. The Sith lords would not ignore such a powerful place. There is much that can be learned, even here. You should go to the ruins of the old academy. If there are any traces here of Sith, that is where they would be.
Alright, let's head out then.
If you walk Korriban's surface, you shall walk it without me.
Why?
I cannot. This place is strong with the dark side. It is difficult to center myself here. Korriban holds few secrets from me, but much that you should learn.
I mean, Korriban doesn't look that bad. I'm not afraid.
Perhaps not. But I would caution you to guard your feelings carefully here. Korriban attacks the spirit and the body, and there have been few who can fight its power.
Very well. Stay here and keep the engines primed in case we need to leave quickly.
I will remain here and meditate. Our link remains. I shall contact you and provide guidance when needed. The academy is on the other side of this valley. Be careful. Dark energy fills these ruins, and even the fallen Sith live still.
Usually I bring Freya, so let's bring Visas and Adam.
The structures you see around you are the plundered tombs of the ancient Sith lords. Each tomb was once infused with the history and heritage of the old Sith Empire, containing great mysteries and powerful relics of the Force. However, even the many traps could not long hold back the curious, the fools, and the weak. And so these tombs fell, spilling their secrets into the hands of those unable to comprehend or preserve them.
Hold on a second. I swear, man. People just love to turn the volumes up on their cars, even though it's like 9, 10 o'clock at night over here.
My life.
Alright, so, hey, what's up, David? Let's... I mean, I guess I shouldn't be, so dependent on their powers or skills much. Definitely powers. Ugh. Speaking of skills, I have forgotten to ask Kreia about my skills and my abilities. More after this. I forgot to ask Kreia about my skills thing, which I definitely need to do that now. Otherwise, I will never get a chance to do that. Two more. Oh my goodness.
It is yours.
Yes. Very.
Alright, my skills.
Have you done as I asked?
Yes.
That is a skill I know well. To know the knots of muscle, the currents of blood within the veins and flesh. It is a galaxy within the galaxy. The ability to heal is also the ability to harm, and the inability to heal what is damaged can also bring about harm. Skill does not always draw from the Force, but it is a measure of power nonetheless. It can grant knowledge, help steady oneself when one's thoughts are in chaos, or grant enlightenment. Much can be achieved without the Force, as you know. Life continues, persists, and may be helped or harmed as a result. Now I am tired. Leave me to my meditations.
Alright, cool. So I got a boost from Persuasion and my treat injury and gaining more experience with more force points. Watch me forget about something else, but it's okay. If I forget, I forget. I just happen to remember at this moment.
The broken corpses before you are all that remain of the Sith on Korriban. I doubt there is much to be gained from looting these bodies. It would be best to leave them be.
I disagree on that.
Fool! You've disturbed the spirits of this place, and they have sent their guardians.
What are these guardians?
Hissis are semi-intelligent beasts, corrupted and strengthened by prolonged exposure to the dark side. As creatures of the Force, they have a limited ability to mask their presence. Hissis are drawn to suffering and carnage. They must have fed on all the corpses left over from the war here on Korriban. The angry phantoms of the Sith, too weak to influence the sentient, have taken these Hissis as thralls to their will.
So basically I pissed off the spirit, and they have sent the Hisses to... sick 'em, boy.
This was the tomb of Tulak Hord, known as the greatest lightsaber duelist of the Sith Lords.
Tell me more.
His skill was considered remarkable even in his time, when many true lightsaber masters lived.
Are you saying modern Jedi are poorly skilled with the lightsaber?
If you were to face an ancient Sith Lord in combat, you would learn that we are as children playing with toys compared to the prowess of the old masters.
What made him so good then?
That is unknown, but supposedly he created a holocron to teach his technique to other Sith. The holocron would have been laid to rest in his tomb. Unfortunately, Tulak Hord's tomb was among the first penetrated by the grave robbers of the new Sith Order. If the holocron has survived, I doubt anyone living would know its location.
Right. Gorgeous view.
Ahead lies the tomb of Naga Sadow, successor to Marka Ragnos, and the Sith Lord responsible for nearly conquering the Republic in the Great Hyperspace War a millennia ago. More recently, this tomb was where Revan confronted Uthar Vin, the leader of the Sith Academy. When Revan left Korriban, the Sith Academy was thrown into turmoil. With their leader gone, many fought for the right to rule. And so, the Sith here turned on each other, resulting in the carnage you can see covering the surface of this valley.
Guess Revan missed some. Who knows? You thought you could sneak up on me? A booga booga booga?
This way leads to the tomb of Ajanta Paul, a fierce Sith Lord. According to legend, the blade proved more fearsome than the Master, leading to his demise. Ajanta's dark spectre lived on through the centuries until Revan entered the Sith Lord's tomb in search of the blade. Revan calmed the angry ghost of Ajanta Paul and showed him the path back to the light.
You sound like you disapprove.
One who has fallen so far and done so much evil does not deserve redemption. In a way, such a turning from one's nature is cowardly, a betrayal of the self.
I can't say that no one is beneath redemption. Even though I just killed General Vaku, he probably would have still done more harm.
Perhaps, but redemption is a form of spiritual collapse, a fall few recover from.
And what became of the blade?
Unknown. Some have suggested that the blade led to Revan's demise, as it did Ajunta Paul. That is only speculation, however. Where Revan wanders now is knowledge that only Revan holds. Before you is the tomb of the great Sith Lord, Marka Ragnos, a half-breed who possessed tremendous strength, both physically and in the Force. Ragnos held power for over a century, using his cunning to turn his enemies against each other. His death left a great vacuum of power. We're standing close to the spot where Naga Sadow first confronted Ludo Kresh to vie for domination of the Sith. Their struggle nearly resulted in a civil war that would have torn the Sith apart before they ever threatened the Republic.
Sounds like civil wars are common amongst the Sith.
Yes, it is the way of the Sith. They must continually test their strength against each other, even if it means destroying themselves.
Alright, what happened between Sadow and Kresh?
As fate would have it, a pair of hyperspace explorers from Sinagar landed on Korriban. Naga Sadow manipulated the Sith into believing they were a sign of impending Republic invasion. This fear resonated with many Sith who were discontent with the lack of expansion of the Sith Empire during the reign of Marka Ragnos. Thus, Naga Sadow became Ragnos' successor. Here, you can just barely see the Sith archaeologists' efforts to uncover relics of the ancients. The new Sith Order sought to progress quickly by finding objects of power. I can only imagine what was lost forever due to the carelessness of these excavators. Now the excavation has been almost completely undone by 5 years of wind and sand. So does Korriban protect its secrets.
What can happen in 5 years?
I hear you. Wonder where that came from.
I shall
Oh god. Okay, good. A little bit weird.
Wonder where that came from. I hear you.
Unnecessary observation. Target acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities. Failing, Master.
How may I serve?
There is great power and dark energy within this cave. I would advise you to finish your explorations within the academy before venturing into the cave.
Huh, that's weird. My party didn't say anything about the cave. Oh well.
My life is yours.
Ah, yes. This takes me back to Knights of the Old Republic 1, where I learned the ways of the Sith without actually becoming Sith.
Looks like somebody left the doors of the academy wide open. I have a bad feeling about this.
This door was left open on purpose. Someone is expecting us.
You can expect more than these beasts within the academy. Be prepared.
Things are about to get real now.
She is here. Find her.
I hear you.
It's mine.
More where that came from.
Alright, so we're trapped in this academy until we can find the way out. And we also have to find Master Vash in the process. This ought to be interesting. With a bunch of Sith assassins crawling about.
More where that came from. Everyone down.
Freaking Dad's blaster. Ah, you gotta love the randomness of these items. The first game, it was like, nah, only random items come from random enemies. Any chests, they get the same amount of items you get. Here, it's just like, all bets are off in this game. Okay, so that's the way out. So that means those are the actual dorms from the first game. This is where you head off to Dresde. But you can't head out there. Hospitality bell. Beep, 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 beep. Interesting. Alright, let's create an ID. Let's pretend we're a student a second time. Except this place is more abandoned. Jesus Christ. The ID is so long. But that's the benefit of having a computer skill. So this one, B and A is switched. This would be correct. This one's 8 instead of a B. This one's a 5 instead of an S. This one's an actual 0 instead of the letter O. This one doesn't have a 6. It has a 6 after the dash. This one's a B instead of an 8. You get the idea. Should pick the second one, actually. Access learning material, because why not? Let's learn. So in order to access the training room, which is where we need to go, we need to take a test. You know, like a student. Let me check the dorms. I need to prepare. Typical treasure hunters think they can steal Sith artifacts and live. I mean, I guess you gotta be really skilled to do so. But that's the data pad you can use if you don't have a computer skill. Alright, let's go learn some stuff. I love that there's unexplored areas from the first game, you know what I'm saying? There was no learning room in the first one. That's what makes it nice. You're returning to old areas, but discovering new ones in the process. History of the Sith. The volume's been deleted. Holocrons. Large collection of Sith holocrons. Basic holocrons containing a variety of historical and training information have recently been made available to students in the library. That's pretty much it. Flora and fauna. It's been deleted. The Sith code. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. My You can recite the Sith code without looking at that shit. We can use the chargers to blow up that door.
I'll bet even the Ebonhawk couldn't blast through this door.
A dark Jedi left her impression here. This door has been sealed intentionally.
A Sith holocron. Recently broken, a result of the Thurum charges used to blast open the door of this room. Whatever message this holocron contained is now lost. Well, I guess we'll never know what the message holds. Abu. Oh yeah, I already got the shit. Alright, let's take the test. Level 1 written test contains 5 questions. At the end of the test, you will be told how many questions you answer correctly. To proceed to Level 2, you must correctly answer 4 questions. It is recommended that you study the learning material in the library, which I did, even though there's not much to study, before proceeding. Which of the following Sith Lords does not possess a tomb on Korriban? That would be Frieden Nad. He's on Duxon. A number of Sith Lords conducted the burial ritual of the Great Marker Ragnos. The ritual required all Sith Lords in attendance to be evenly spaced in a perfect circle. I can't speak. Udo Kresh led the ritual from the coveted 6th position, directly opposite Simus of the 16th position. How many Sith Lords conducted the burial ritual? So it has to be an even number and a perfect thing. What is opposite of 6? Opposite of 6 would be in the 16th position. I want to say 18. Probably wrong, but that's my guess. Which of the following creatures would be least suitable as a pet for a Sith Master? That would be a Gizka. Fuck those creatures. Which of the following statements is not a paradox? The student teaches his instructor, who teaches the student. I always lie. This statement is false. To be powerful, one must have an army. To have an army, one must be powerful. Is no the answer to the question? I want to say this statement is false. I'm probably wrong here. The path breaking changes. Passion, strength, power, victory. Okay, so I got 2 of them wrong. That's okay. I know this one's correct. I want to say, let's go with 20. Gizka, and I always lie. Okay, so that's the answers to the perfect score, apparently. I always lie is a paradox. Who knew? Access the training room.
Say the word.
Gotta be ready. Oh, Jesus.
A weakness is revealed.
Say the word.
Alright, begin training sequence. Level 2 training sequence corrupting, resolving. Level 16 training sequence initiated. And level 16 is sending Hungry Takata after me.
I shall let this one see.
Training failed. Reason? Time elapsed. So apparently they want you to beat this in 1 second. Unacceptable performance level for level 16 student. Report to detention room for disciplinary action. I mean, it is what it is. I gotta go receive my punishment right now. Oh.
Oh, yes. I felt this Jedi's death shortly after we arrived on Korriban.
So this is who we came here to find? Looks like this has been a big, dangerous waste of time.
Vash. She was a member of the Jedi Council. And she was quickest to reject me. Well, so before I move on, there was something I need to say. If you don't know, in the audience, there is a mod that you can get called the M478 Planet, which, if you have it, Luna Vash will not be dead on this planet. She will go there, and you'll find the clue that she went there in this place. I have tried M478, and it is extremely boring, in my opinion. The story is good on it, but it's just a big, huge place going back and forth. Let's say you gotta go from point A on a long area, like a long pathway over there, and then you have to go back to point B, which is, ugh. I tried it once. I didn't like it, in my opinion. I didn't hate it, but it was just not good.
Poison. Poison.
My
Poison. Poison spreading through my body.
Uh-oh.
Did you come here for answers? There are none. The call of Korriban is strong, but it is the call of the dead. I have studied you, immersed myself in you. I know the paths you walked in exile. I know your teacher. I know the fires that raged upon the Duxan moon while the Republic died around you. You know war. You know battle. And I know of Malachor. You know what it means to be broken. The one who travels with you will destroy you. As she did me, I can end it before it begins.
What do you know of Kreia?
I know her as an apprentice knows their master, and as a master knows an apprentice.
What do you want with her?
I want her to die, and see all that she has built cast down, all that she holds dear in shards at her feet.
But what does Kreia want with me?
She clings to hope that perhaps she can train one as great as her first. She is a fool who escaped death once. She will not do so again.
I will not let you harm her.
But you do not know her as I do. You have not survived her teachings as I have, and you have not bested her in battle as I have. You are nothing. Yet still she walks with you, is willing to sacrifice herself for you. You are a wretched thing, a thing of weakness and fear. You are her apprentice in name only. I am the master, and that is why you will die.
How many? The honor.
Sire,
He can't die.
he cannot be defeated. He is not a beast of flesh and blood. This is not a battle that can be won. Flee.
Now you tell me. Anything else you want to share?
There will be another time, but it is not now, not here, while Korriban runs through him.
Let's get the heck out of here.
Do not harm her. I command it. She has earned this. She and I will meet again.
Well, now. Run. Let's save and then run. But we need to explore what was the presence in that cave. Don't mind me, just passed on a thermal detonator. Slay them.
A weakness is revealed. You are no match.
Wonder where that came from.
A weakness is revealed.
a weakness revealed.
Take you down to size.
If I had to choose a dark side power, I would want lightning. More assassins. Damn, it's a slaughter.
Say the word.
More hisses. Alright.
The power I felt coming through the cave is just ahead. I believe you are strong enough to explore the tomb ahead. This tomb has not been plundered. Its mysteries may still be intact, but so might its traps. Take great caution.
What is that? Can't go any further.
I sense a great presence within this tomb. Master, it calls to you.
You will have to face the challenges of this tomb alone. Are you ready?
I will go. That tomb was not there in the first game. Maybe it was recently dug or something. I don't know.
Do not heed the words of the Jedi Council. The Republic will fall if we do not act now. Already the Mandalorians have taken 3 systems along the Rim. They will only grow more powerful with time. Come stand with me. We will use our might to help the Republic in its time of need. Join Revan and I. Together we will battle this menace.
This is when Malik recruited me into the Mandalorian Wars.
The Jedi Council is wise, but will take too long to deal with this threat. We must act now to stop the Mandalorians. I have heard of you. Your masters speak well of you, of your skills in battle. Join us.
I join with without hesitation against the wishes of the Council.
The Jedi Council is wise, but can make mistakes. History has proven this time and time again. The Council seems content
Ain't
to
that the
watch,
truth?
to debate, while entire systems fall to the Mandalorians. If we don't act now, there may be no Republic army to assist in the future. I sense you will join us. What are your reasons?
I had to do it. The Council was taking too long. The Mandalorians would have won.
You should trust in yourself and in your instincts. It was within our power to end the war, and the Council chose to debate behind closed doors while planets burned.
We never gave them a chance to reveal their plan. I think they were making a mistake. We barely won the war just in time.
Yes, that's right. Without us, the Republic would have been no more. And the Council, their vaunted wisdom, bred only in action. And that would have led to destruction greater than anything born of the dark side. So, if you could do it all again, the real question is, would you? The Mandalorians await on the edge of space, eager to crush the Republic. You know how this turns out. Would you do it any different, knowing what it costs you, knowing what it costs the rest?
I mean, I wouldn't do anything differently. My choices have made me the person I am today.
So knowing all that would transpire, would you still follow Revan and I? Excellent. And now you are all alone. Would you join me now? You didn't follow Revan and I down our path. Join us. Your journey hasn't ended yet.
Vassal didn't join you. She warned us all to obey the Council.
She didn't join us that day. But in time, she came to our way of thinking.
Right.
And even before then, she wavered and wondered what would have happened. It is a familiar path. There were those who wished to follow you to war, yet remain behind. They came to hate you for the choices they wished to make.
I didn't follow you down that dark path. It led you to the dark side. I didn't follow you then, and I certainly won't now.
Are you so certain? Every step along the way, we did what we thought was right. Perhaps the same path lays before you. But the time of words are done. Now it is time you experienced the full power of the dark side.
Talvan Esen Karaga Sin Nisotsta Iset Terep. This place is actually tainted of dark power. You can't regenerate force points. running. Chirac breeding grounds. Ew. I could use stealth, but I'm like, you know what? Nah. We can't pussy out our entire lives. Charge. Gotta speed up. Slice and dice, baby.
Com says we've lost another heavy droid transport. How can we break through the Mandalorian lines without support? The path is mined and the place is crawling with enemies. I know we've got our orders to press forward, but we're at quarter strength. We can't, General. It's impossible. We need to retreat.
This was Duxon, the heart of the Mandalorian Crusade.
We know, General. But we just don't have enough men to accomplish our objective, no matter how important. We already lost half the men just getting to the path. They've got the rest of the company pinned down by the crash site. You can't possibly ask the troops to go forward. If you ask us to charge, will it make a difference? Will our sacrifice mean something?
Only Revan could answer that. Even afterwards, no one could piece together exactly what would happen. We won, though.
We will press forward if you ask it. The path is mined. If you ask us to charge, there will be losses, General.
Let me go first this time. I'll try and disable the mines.
Thank you, General. Thank you.
Can the visions talk? They cannot. Hey, what's up?
And now we fight.
Alright. I'll use whatever force powers I have left to take care of the fake Mandalorians. And I can't get past. Jesus. Get the hisses. Seems the Jedi were led here into this cave, and they were being haunted by visions as well. This place is a nightmare. Just checking around, and let's get out of here. I think it's important to save.
You are to be commended for making it this far.
Kreia, what are you doing here?
You've revisited the dark moments of your past, and now you must face the present.
What do you mean?
Your confusion is natural. The others and I will help you understand.
Others?
Get away from her. She's a dark Jedi.
Where'd you come from, man?
Atten, I've had enough of your snide contempt.
Hey, calm down. We need to work together, people.
Hey, what's the commotion here?
Stay out of this, Beodor. This is a personal dispute between Atten and myself.
You're threatening Atten with a lightsaber, and I'm supposed to just stay out of it? No.
Everybody, just put away your weapons.
The three of you would challenge me? You sorely underestimate the power of the Force.
Think again, Kreia. Your dark influence will end.
Your friends are all arrayed against me. Will you stand for this?
I mean, honestly, you're all just visions anyway. It doesn't matter what I do.
So you will do nothing? Apathy is death. Worse than death. Because at least a rotting corpse feeds the beasts and insects.
Apathy is death.
Apathy is death. Apathy is death.
Apathy is death.
Statement. Apathy is death.
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 Ain't that the truth?
I will silence this one.
I want people in the audience watching this to keep those words in mind. Apathy is death. Worse than death. Huh. Darth Revan and a Dark Jedi. Very red. I told you about Kreia. She's actually an interesting character indeed. I thought you turned away from the dark side, Revan. That Dark Jedi, it's me. What was that all about? I mean, really, it's another vision, but I'm just gonna say, what was that all about? The red and purple lightsaber Revan, let's fucking go. What the fuck was that? He stunned me like I was a droid.
In this trial, I am impressed.
This was all a test.
The dangers you faced in this tomb were real, but these images of the past serve to prepare you for your future.
What do you know of the future?
Surely you have felt what awaits. Events are shaping themselves about you, seeking to draw you into their center.
I knew such was my destiny. Greatness is in my future.
Take care not to give in to vanity and arrogance. This breeds complacency and stagnation, as exhibited by the Jedi Council.
Right.
Their prolonged inaction led inevitably to their downfall. The galaxy will bend itself only to those of strength and conviction. You may not yet understand what you learned here. That wisdom will come in the future.
This tomb might change me, but not for the better.
You overestimate the power of the tomb. Any change you feel is coming from within yourself. Instinctually, you know your true path. Trust in your feelings. They will lead you in conquering the many challenges that the future holds for you. Search the room you are in. You should be able to unlock a passage that leads outside the tomb.
So according to the future, Revan and I could still be corrupted by the dark side. Doing what? Who knows? Ludo Kresh. Alright, we're done. That's because it is. So that cave from the first game, it's exactly as it is, except in this game you discover the ancient tomb, which was not there in the first game. I mentioned this before, but this is what I like about this game. You revisit old areas while discovering new areas at the same time. Oh, I think I forgot this. Just taking whatever experience I can get. I think it's pretty cool. What's Godot doing over there? Ah, damn it, it's fine. Alright. I think there's nothing that can be upgraded. I think I should create stuff. Mostly for range, and I have good reason for this. If I had to choose a scope. Definitely use the skills. Add myself a little bonus. Ah, so close in the awareness stuff. That's fine. Pulsator Mark 5. Let's break down some items. Ooh. I don't think anyone's going to be using a Trandoshan double blade. Alright, and then precision. Probably use the Mandalorian chamber. Damn it. I have good reason for this. Alright, so we found all the Jedi, almost all of them. One of them died, but now what must we do?
We must go to Dantooine, to the Enclave. There is something there that you must hear if you are to understand. I have no time for questions, and any answers will have to wait until we stand within the Enclave together.
Alright, we'll do that then. But before we do that, we need to go buy some stuff. Because we're at that point now that once we have taken a certain path, there's just no going back. Just gotta make sure I buy everything or whatever it is I need, and everything should be good. There was a thing I missed at Nar Shaddaa. I'm actually glad you mentioned that, because before you arrived, my game crashed and I had to redo some progress. It sucked. Oh, Jesus. They maybe threw grenades at me. What the hell? Piece of shit. But I have been saving. Oh god, just making sure what there is to buy. Well, I already have immunity of stun fear horror because I'm a Jedi consular, or sentinel, not consular. Alright, nothing over here, and then we're gonna go to Dantooine. Does it have anything for droids? Yay. Interesting. Might need to sell some of my shit, but it's okay. Might need that. That. Oh no, I have the robe. I was showing the sell list. Yeah, I have it. This I don't need anymore. This I don't use. This one I don't use as well. Let's see. I already got that. Buy that. I think I already bought it. Yeah, I already bought this one. I will go with that. There's gonna be some big stuff coming up. Alright, off to Dantooine. You discover random items to break them down for salvage, use them, sell them. I think that's pretty much it, really. Plus mods, obviously. I mean, I guess I could make stuff. I forgot I had a workbench and a lab station at Hawk. Which new series? Are we talking about the New Republic or something else? I have not seen anything Star Wars related. I guess I could. How many chemicals do I have? 479. Huh. Yeah, treat injury of 20 though. Holy shit. The High Republic. Okay, so I have not seen that. But I will keep that in mind. Stimulants, I don't really care too much for. Mines, don't use much of mines. Thermal detonators. I think you can make shields in this game. Oh, it's probably on the workbench. Well, if that's the case, I'm just going to spend the remaining chemicals I have for life stimulant packs. I guess I should get rid of the average stuff, since I mostly have deadly stuff. Okay, I'll leave it at that for now. Just spend the rest on this. Ooh. Go from there. Okay, so shields are on the workbench. A little weird, but I can understand that. I already got so many Verpine shields, it's not even funny. Jesus Christ. Oh, 12 total. Alright. I'm just gonna bring Kreia with me. really mind Star Wars expanding into things, but I think they need to embrace on new ideas, which they are doing. I kind of give them points for that. Just, I don't know. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I will wear this Jedi robe to attend the meeting.
What is...
That's one level. Kind of pains me to see that, you know, because, you know, I know what it is. But then you have, like, all these, like, all these great TV shows like Clone Wars and the last season of Clone Wars. And then there's these other games that are actually really good, like Fallen Order.
I heard you were responsible for driving the mercenary. I still got some Jedi.
Yeah.
Certainly.
I took care of the mercenaries. Who gives a shit? I'll just buy that. I don't know what else to spend my money on, so we'll just leave it at that. It has been rebuilt. Jedi Master's like, yeah, we're just cleaning house. In a way, but Star Wars is Star Wars. It will always be Star Wars. Uh-oh.
Out of my way. I am Colonel Tobin of the Underon Lord, I bring news of the Jedi, a place where you may feed. Telos, Master. There is an academy of Jedi on Telos.
Right, you
Perhaps
snitching.
hundreds of them. Enough to sustain you, and enough for you to free Onderon. Enough for you to free Onderon.
Kreia told you lies, man.
It is different. It has been some time.
Let's just enjoy this music for a bit. I'm gonna try to stay silent except for the dialogue.
To rest. Go on. The council awaits. I will remain here.
You are afraid.
Yes. Afraid for you. As I always have been. I will be fine here. Whatever answers the Council have are for you alone.
Is there anything wrong?
I am tired. The journey has been a long one, and I need to center myself. Know that much may happen here, but above all, do not forget this. You may trust in me. We cradle each other's lives, and what threatens one of us threatens us both. And if you find you cannot trust me, trust in your training, trust in yourself. Never doubt what you have done. All your decisions have brought you to this point. And now, perhaps, they shall see what you have become.
It is not as it was.
But perhaps that is for the best.
We were wondering when you would arrive. This moment has taken some time to reach us, and I imagine you have many questions.
Or perhaps you have come for revenge.
Well, we need to ally if we are to stop the Sith threats.
No. We will do as we have done. We will wait. There's nothing else we can do.
Are you fucking shitting me? The Sith are attacking the Republic. The Jedi.
No, the true threat has yet to show itself. It is waiting for something, us perhaps, to enter the war. We have seen their soldiers, the remnants of their fleet, but those are symptoms of a disease. It is more bait to attempt to draw us out.
The actual battle is being fought through the Force, not with weapons of war. It isn't about the Republic anymore. The attack on Onderon, something was attempting to use the planet itself, to feed on it, to draw on the power there. You prevented it, but it was a stalling measure. The next time will be critical.
We're all hesitating, like you did in the Mandalorian Wars.
If Jedi gather, if we wage war against these shadows now, then Jedi will die, and we will die for nothing. Whatever this thing is, it must be fought by those strong in the Force. It cannot be fought in any other way. It knows this, and that is why it is killing us. If we die, then it will win, no matter what fleet or weapons are brought against it.
Yeah, but you ever heard of a Jedi's life as sacrifice? Why were you all in hiding?
I see you have failed to grasp the nature of the enemy we face. Where Jedi gather, Jedi die.
But not just Jedi. All things touched by the Force.
The last Jedi conclave was on Qatar, a Miraluka colony, and all of Qatar was destroyed. All of the Jedi killed.
Including Master Zar, Master Vandar.
A Jedi doesn't care if he dies. Everyone does. But when we fight, when we sacrifice ourselves, it is for others, for the greater good.
But our presence must not endanger others. And as long as we were visible targets, we were a threat to everything around us.
And why didn't you track down this threat?
We've been trying for years without success. Whatever disturbance in the Force that would cause death on such a scale also clouds it from our sight.
It is like a scream in the Force, and finding its source is difficult. It has cast many echoes.
So we sought out places touched by the Force, by such events.
We went to Dantooine, to Telos, to Doxon.
And some of us just left.
We thought the enemy might show themselves. They were Sith, that much was certain. But where they were striking from, we did not know.
So it has come to this then. They're gonna do nothing like they did in the Mandalorian Wars. And that is where the term apathy is death comes from. Worse than death. Ooh, this makes me so mad at the Jedi. Yeah, but they don't want to die, even though their life is sacrificed. Because they think if they die, everything will be in danger now. Because you can't fight the threat with weapons of mass destruction or lightsabers. It can only be fought through the Force. So, I need to know what you spoke of when you cast me out of the Order many years ago. Or actually, the better question would be, why did you cast me out of the Order?
We cast you out of the Order because you followed Revan to war. There was no other reason.
No, there was another. You had become different somehow, changed. The war had changed you.
You were no longer a Jedi, but we could not tell you why. Some explanations mean nothing unless the one who suffers comes to the answer on their own. What had happened to you was punishment enough, and the Jedi do not kill their prisoners.
And if you had stayed, you would have changed us, and that we could not allow.
Changed you? What do you mean?
You already know the answer. You've noticed it in those who travel with you.
So I'm going to say this, what I want to say in this entire game. Could someone just give me a straight damn answer?
Have you noticed that when you act, others follow?
Those that travel with you.
There's something wrong here. A disturbance in the Force.
They follow you without question, without hesitation.
Against their instincts, and sometimes against their sense.
It is because you are a leader, but that still fails to grasp the meaning of what I'm trying to tell you.
So explain yourself.
It is not an easy thing to explain. Sure, you are familiar with Force bonds. It is the bond that develops between apprentice and master when one truly understands another. It is developed over time through understanding of each other. Yet you do it so easily, and we do not know why.
You make connections through the Force, and it resonates with those who travel with you. The resonance is even greater when they, too, are Force-sensitive.
Your actions affect others more than you know. You draw others to you, especially those strong in the Force.
When you suffer, their spirit echoes it. And when they are in pain, their pain becomes yours.
I'm reading the chat real quick. I just want to say, that might be words of wisdom, but not just saying, like, some more words and riddles. It becomes really annoying. I suppose. But what they're saying is I've developed bonds with people I come across in my travels. How did this happen?
We do not know, but it is not the first time you felt the weight of so many lives.
And that is why the Mandalorian Wars echo within you still.
What do you mean?
We did not cut you off from the Force. You were merely deafened to it. Because of that last battle of the Mandalorian Wars.
The screams of countless thousands, Jedi and Mandalorians, crushed by the planet's gravity, annihilated.
Their lives still scream across the surface of that dead planet, and within you. To hear the Force over such pain, it is not possible. It was too much for any Jedi to endure, and it is a wonder that you did not die there when thousands perished. All those you had fought with and struggled with. You cut yourself off because you had to if you were to survive. You had hints of it in the war on Doxon. Malachor was simply the final blow.
You were deafened.
At last, you could hear.
You were broken.
You were whole.
You were blinded.
And at last, you saw.
When you returned to us, we saw what had happened. You carry all those deaths at Malachor within you. And it has left a hole, a hunger that cannot be filled.
In you, we saw a wound in the Force.
In you, we saw the end of the Force.
But it makes no sense. I can feel the Force again. What's the problem now?
Yes. You can feel the Force, but you cannot feel yourself. You are a cipher, forming bonds, leeching the life of others, siphoning their will and dominating them. It is the teaching of these new Sith to feed on others, on other Force sensitives, They are symptomatic of the wound in the Force. You are a breach that must be closed. You transmit your pain, your suffering through the Force. Within you we see something worse than merely the teachings of the Sith. What you carry may mean the death of the Force, and the death of the Jedi.
Okay, in my defense, all I gotta say is, it's not my fault. It's how the game developers wanted me to be. They're making me power up through XP in the video game, alright? So you can't blame me for that. You gotta blame the game developers, okay? But yeah, short and sweet is, they are afraid of Mitra because, in my opinion, I don't think they know what a human is. They're just a bunch of robots. But I can feel the Force again, strongly.
So you think. It is not the strength of a Jedi you feel.
He's right. It's all the death you've caused to get here. You feed on it, and you grow stronger. You're like Malachor. It's in you, it's what you are now. You must have noticed as you fought across all these planets, killing hundreds, only to become more and more powerful. Why do you think that was?
But what's worse is
XP?
that bonding you have. It hasn't gone away. It's gotten stronger. And the more attachments you form, the more you draw others to you.
And that is why you are a threat to us all.
You know what the choice is. If you don't warn them, then the Republic will fall. All those countless lives, innocent lives.
Or the one.
What if other Jedi went to war as you did, suffered the same events, and emerged as you did? What if there was a crucible that trained such Jedi to consume and kill?
For you, Malachor was that crucible.
What's worse is these Sith that we face. I fear that they have learned the lesson of Malachor all too well. It is what allows them to prey on Force users, to become stronger when Force sensitives are near.
Somehow they have learned their hunger from you. And so you have brought about the end of the Jedi, and perhaps all the knowledge of the Force. But it is of no consequence. Your ability to make such connections, such bonds so easily are why you cannot remain.
Oh boy.
And so you wait, as a shadow.
Yes, we are alike that way, blinded one.
I would have thought you would walk with her amongst the Jedi, but that is not the way of the Sith, is it?
Do not speak to me of the ways of the Sith. You, of all of us, have no conception of what it means to be Sith.
You are a threat to living creatures and all who feel the Force.
You will lead the Sith here, and that we cannot allow.
Our judgment before remains. Exile. You must leave. And you must leave without your tie to the Force. It is a punishment reserved for only a few, and only when necessary. But we have the power to cut you off from the Force, and it must be done.
Forgive us, but it is necessary.
Now, I'm not a violent person, so I'm just gonna say, I will not give up on the Force. Stop this, you assholes. Only because you think I'm a threat here, but there are bigger problems out there, stupid. And they won't listen.
Do not be afraid. You shall feel no pain, but this must be done. As long as you feel the Force, you are a danger to those around you.
Enough!
Damn.
Step away from her.
What?
Step away! She has brought truth, and you condemn it. The arrogance. You will not harm her. You will not harm her ever again.
I thought you had died in the Mandalorian Wars.
Die? No. Became stronger. Yes.
Is this your new master, Exile? If so, then you follow Revan's path. Her teachings will cause you to fall as surely as he did.
She is difficult to see. She's like a shadow of the Exile. They sit out, and now they have come to us.
How could you ever hope to know the threat you face when you have never walked in the dark places of the galaxy, faced war and death on such a scale? If you had traveled far enough, rather than waiting for the echo to reach you, perhaps you would have seen it for what it was. Did you not hear its call on Dantooine Vrook, on its scarred surface, and in the minds of the settlers? I have endured your corruption of my other students. You shall not have this one. And you, Kavar, so close to the call of Daxan, tell me, did you not feel what poured from the moon, what had taken place there? And Zezkael, to hide upon Nar Shaddaa, yet blind yourself to all that happens there. So close to understanding the Force. So close to giving it up. There is a place in the galaxy where the dark side of the Force runs strong. It is something of the Sith, but it was fueled by war. It corrupts all that walks on its surface, drowns them in the power of the dark side. It corrupts all life, and it feeds on death. Revan knew the power of such places, and the power in making them. They can be used to break the will of others, of Jedi, promising them power and turning them to the dark side. Did you never wonder how Revan corrupted so many of the Jedi, so much of the Republic, so quickly? The Mandalorian Wars were a series of massacres that masked another war, a war of conversion, culminating in a final atrocity that no Jedi could walk away from, save one. And that is what I sought to understand. How one could turn away from such power, give up the Force, and still live. But I see what happened now. It is because you were afraid. As you would pass judgment on her, I have come to pass judgment on you all. Do you wish to feel the teachings born of the Mandalorian Wars? Of all tragedies that scream across the galaxy? Let me show you. You, who have forever seen the galaxy through the Force. See it through the eyes of the exile.
And they're dead. Like, worse than dead.
It is done. She is no more. Take me to Atris. She will have the strength to do what the Council cannot.
What are we gonna do? If we don't stop her, then everyone, everywhere, they're gonna lose their lives.
If I lose her, it will be my failing. It is the failing of the Jedi who followed Revan. It is a failing of their teaching.
Soon your ship will come, my master. I will bring her before you, but I will not let you have her. Soon your ship shall come from that which made you.
I know you can hear me. I have always known. It is why I followed you. I have destroyed planets for you, General. But now, this once, if we could save something in this galaxy, I need to do this, or I will die inside, like I died at Malachor 5.
So, it's all been revealed now. Why they cast me out of the Order. He's dead, drained of life. His body is worse than lifeless. It is like an absence of the Force. So, basically, what happened on Malachor 5 was the reason why I was wounded on the Force. Mitra could have followed Revan and Malak down the dark path, promising them power, but she didn't, because she was afraid. And the thing is, with Jedi, they think that, yes, all life is connected to the Force, and they think that if you don't have, if you're not touched by the Force, you'll die. With the exile, it is possible to have life without the Force. That's what made Kreia so interested in her. This music is so good, like, holy shit. Where's Kreia?
She's gone. The handmaidens came for her. They know who she is now.
And where are they taking her?
They'll take her to Telos, and Atris will do what she'll do with anyone she thinks is a Sith.
A Sith?
Are you surprised? All that talk of hatred, manipulation, and standing on your own 2 feet? Sorry, you don't get any more Sith than that. Still, if we were all judged by who we were in the past, I don't think you'd understand who we are now.
But Atris will execute her. And if Kreia dies...
Yeah, I know.
Then we're going to Telos. We have no choice.
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Is something wrong? You look troubled. I can feel it.
Can you?
That is an odd answer. What did you mean by it?
Do you ever wonder why you're with me?
Never. I believe in what we are doing. What you are doing. I'm here because I choose to be.
But how do you know? What if the Force is controlling this?
I simply do. There is nothing I can show you as proof, except give you my word. Something happened within the Enclave. What is it?
I learned that I form connections to the Force, and that is why others follow me to their death.
Then they do not understand you. That is the danger of being a Jedi. When one separates themselves from others, chooses to lead a life of isolation, denying what makes them a feeling being, it is easy to make such judgments. And such judgments, I believe, are made in ignorance. There is no danger in what you represent, other than your humanity. You change others, but I do not believe it is due to the Force. I believe it is because you are a natural leader, and because you feel connected to the people around you. Where they look at you and see the death of the Force, I look at you and see hope for all life. And that perhaps a life lived without the Force is not the punishment it is believed to be. I will understand if you feel you must go alone, but I ask that you do not. Instead, take strength from your connections to others. Do not forsake them, as you did in exile. There are others who need to know you. Telos needs you. The planet and all its people are in danger. If we do not stop the Sith now, then the Republic will fall. Admiral Onasi, I have found the exile, and that which hunts the Jedi. The Sith will attack Telos. They believe many Jedi lie hidden on its surface. We are going there now to aid them. Mikal out.
Would I go full Kreia in the Force? As in try to do the death of the Force? I'll get back to you on that in just a second.
Who is there? Who I am is not the question.
I am Atris, Jedi Master, the last historian of the Jedi, the last of the Jedi.
Those are titles, words you cling to as the darkness falls around you. It is not the first time we have met, Atris. I was here before.
With the exile?
Yes, I was here both times when the exile was brought before you.
Who are you?
I was the one who asked her to be exiled.
I did as you asked, so long ago. You seem familiar to me.
Atris, I have always been here.
You are that which has attacked the Jedi. You are Sith.
Sith is a title, yes, but like you, the title is not who I am. It is not what I believe. For you, it is different. Know that there was once a Darth Treya, and that she cast aside that role, was exiled, and found a new purpose. But there must always be a Darth Treya, one that holds the knowledge of betrayal, who has been betrayed in their heart, and will betray in turn. You have bathed in the knowledge of the Sith, but there is not enough truth in such teachings. But it will be a step for you. You have gathered Sith holocrons, Sith teachings from across the galaxy. It is why you have chosen servants who cannot feel the Force. And most importantly, they cannot feel what you have become.
I have sought to preserve the Jedi Order, and I have gathered all that I know of the Sith to this place, so I might find them and stop them.
I had wondered if any of these holocrons had survived Dantooine. You have taken relics from one destroyed planet to the devastation of another.
It was always intended for the Jedi to retreat to Telos should Dantooine be attacked, taking all their lore with them. We could not allow the tragedy at Ossus to happen again.
Such an act marked Telos for destruction. It is why the Sith came here, though the fleet commanders did not know why. It is why Revan ordered its destruction to mark the beginning of the Jedi's civil war. It was a message that there would be no place for the Jedi to retreat, to hide. I would not be surprised if Revan left other gifts beneath the surface of the planet. Much can be buried beneath graveyards that will never be found.
When the Sith attacked, I felt Telos die. Turbo lasers fell like lightning upon the landscape, as they did on Dantooine, and so many died. So many voices, screaming in pain.
Yes, such acts leave their mark on the galaxy. Their cries travel far, though few can hear them.
How did it happen?
Search your heart. It was never battle that called to you, never battle that caused you to fall. Alacor 5 has touched many things, and it casts its echoes still.
Why did she betray me?
You betrayed yourself. Do not blame the exile. And unlike you and I, there is still a chance that one may be saved. The one that you cast out.
Where is the exile? I had thought...
Oh, she will come, but it will be too late to save either of us. It is such a quiet thing to fall, but far more terrible is to admit it. Your mistress awaits. She has much to share with you.
Very interesting stuff. So, would I go full Cray in the Force? Now, the way I see things, I am with Mitra. I would prefer to be like level Mitra in this game. While I do understand Krea's intentions, she is actually a very relatable antagonist in this game. However, I cannot see her plan working. And again, it is understandable why she would want to do this, because the Force is like a deity, a god that toys around with others. There's always war, there's always people slaying each other, there will always be Jedi, there will always be Sith. Yeah, she's an anti-hero in a sense. The thing is, with Jedi, they have hypocrisy. They want you to be like emotionless robots. And the Sith, while they have tons of emotion, they crave power enough for them to be like mentally insane.
She said you would come to this place. If you think you can defeat me here, you are wrong. All this collected knowledge, all these teachings of combat and the Force, they are mine to command. And if I must use it to end you, I will. Surrender. You need not die.
Come on, Atris. You've fallen to the dark side. Surely you've seen that.
Atris? That is not who I am. Not any longer. She has not existed for some time, I think. There was always something else within me. It just took time for its voice to be heard.
What happened to you? This is not the Atris we knew back then.
The old woman you traveled with finally made me listen to myself, to the galaxy. She said that you would come here, and that you would face me in battle.
I've also found that philosophy in many other games as well. You know, a light-sided lord instead of a dark one, you know? It's very interesting stuff. Atris, there's no reason for us to fight. We can unite to stop the Sith.
Yes, the Sith are here at last. You have brought them to this place as I had foreseen. It has all been part of my plans for you. And when I defeat you and the forces you have brought to Telos, I shall take the battle to the heart of the Sith and wipe them out forever.
But what plans are you talking about?
These Sith are cowards, striking from the shadows to kill Jedi. I needed a target to draw them out, but I could not risk my own life, all that remained of the Jedi. So I arranged for you to return to the Republic, leaked information of your past, and then waited for the Sith to come. And they did. But you came to Telos against my predictions. Now they are here, I can finally face this enemy and defeat them.
What is this place, though?
All the knowledge of the Sith, gathered from across the galaxy, brought here by my servants, so that I might uncover their secrets, and use them to track them down. But now they have been drawn from the shadows of the Outer Rim, and the only final matter to attend to is finishing you.
And when the Sith are defeated, what then? What will you do now?
When the Sith are destroyed, then I shall rebuild the Jedi Order again. They shall have none of the weaknesses of before. They shall be strong, willing to take battle to any who oppose them and weaken the Republic. They shall not train those who are easily corrupted. No more students that will bring war and hate to the galaxy.
Do you listen to yourself? You'll make the Jedi into Sith.
The Sith are the Jedi are the Sith. What matters is that they be preserved. All the law, all the teachings brought to a new generation. I am the last of the Jedi, and I will show them this truth. Bring it to the galaxy.
Weakness? Like when you fled Qatar? When you left Qatar to die? And Dantooine?
I did not flee. I did what was necessary to fight the Sith and preserve the last of the Jedi.
You left the Jedi to die in Qatar.
Yes, I sensed what would happen on Qatar. It was I who leaked knowledge of its presence in the hopes of drawing the Sith out. I will not deceive you. I knew what could happen there, but it had to be done to make the Sith reveal themselves. But I did not know the extent of their power, and what that meant for the Jedi. I will not underestimate them again.
She's basically the new Darth Treya. The new Master of Betrayal. Ever since she betrayed the Jedi in Qatar. She's responsible for the murder of an entire planet.
As are we both. You, who brought the screams of Malachor to the galaxy, do not preach to me. You lead by example, you always have. You knew what was necessary at Malachor 5, and the stakes in this war are higher than you know. It is a war of extermination, of total annihilation.
But why did you not warn the Jedi?
They knew the risk, because they sought to hide, to reflect, to hesitate while our numbers thinned and Jedi died. They knew the risks in going to Qatar, and they deserved what happened to them. It was their punishment for hiding from the galaxy, for hiding from me.
She is basically like Galadriel wearing the One Ring. Jesus Christ. Punishment? Are you even listening to yourself?
They're the same questions, the same thoughts you have had. Who are these Jedi who survived the Jedi Civil War? They're not the Jedi I know, the ones I once worshipped. They are cowards, and doubters, and afraid. What manner of Jedi hide from a threat? Who turn on their own, and imprison them on dead worlds?
Well, I agree on that. I do not agree what you are doing, so fuck off. Do you know where the Sith are striking from?
I do not know, yet, but it does not matter.
Bullshit.
They have come here to face the Republic in battle, and they will be destroyed.
I will not fight you. Surrender, and I will spare you.
Surrender? To you? Never. Let us end this.
And this is where I put my new Force power into place. Force Enlightenment gives me speed, valor, and armor all in one power. It's pretty good.
Kill me. End this.
Yeah, no. I will not kill a helpless opponent begging for mercy.
I did not expect mercy from you, here at the end, after all that has happened between us.
Look, we may have our differences, but there are more important problems out there. And there's been enough killing.
If you will not kill me, then what will you do?
Can you tell me where the Sith are striking from?
You always knew where they were striking from. You always knew. These Sith are spawned of you. Spawned by the Mandalorian Wars. All those deaths. All those Jedi. Their power is to feed on life. Until nothing is left except a hollow galaxy, echoing with the screams of the Jedi lost to us.
It would explain how Revan would corrupt the Jedi and the Republic. Revan's been using the dark power of Malachor 5 to corrupt them and promising them power. And that is where the Sith are striking from. We need to go to Malachor 5. And that is where Kreia has gone.
Yes. I had thought she was awaiting me at that place, but I see now that she lied. It was not meant for me, but for you. She has gone there. She is waiting for you to travel to Malachor 5, to finish what you started.
What I started?
Yes. You are an echo in the Force. A hollow space where it has been wounded. It takes a great act of destruction to create such emptiness. But it can be done. It creates places where the Force is difficult to hear, and difficult to find one's way. And you carry it with you, always.
But what does this have to do with Kreia?
Now she seeks to create another echo, a wound in the Force, greater than the one before, greater than the one you caused. It will deafen all touched by the Force until no life is left. You were strong enough to withstand it once, but few have your strength in such matters, especially if they are unprepared.
Yep, and if people who aren't strong enough will die. Why would Kreia do that?
I do not know, but she needs you there. If you choose not to follow, she will murder herself at the heart of Malachor, and you will die along with her.
Yep, because of the bond we have. But why?
You're important to her somehow, but I do not know for certain.
If you know, you should probably tell me.
She is willing to sacrifice herself at the heart of that graveyard world for you. A choice others have made in the past. A choice I wish to make. It is because I care for you, and I suspect that you alone hold that place in her heart where nothing else lives. And that is why you are the only one who can stop the destruction to come.
But if Kreia is Sith, why would she do such a thing?
She seeks the death of all Jedi, all Sith, and the death of the Force. It is madness. It is impossible. But she believes you are the key.
It is quite impossible to have the death of the Force.
There are places in the galaxy dead to the Force where nothing lives, where the echoes travel forever and do not reach their destination. And these places may be created, even from the simplest of events, the slightest of motions. One person, at the right place, at the right time, can change the face of the galaxy, or end it.
I'm gonna take a shot of sake every time someone says echo, because that word has been used many, many times in this game. But why would I matter? Why me?
You're important to her somehow, but I do not know for certain.
Okay.
She is willing. It is because I... And that is why... She seeks...
But how could I not tell she was Sith?
Because the Force had been stripped from her, as it had been torn from you. At times, I wonder what we would be if the Force was taken from us. If we would truly be Jedi or Sith, or simply human.
I think I've asked number 2 before, but just be on the safe side.
There are places in the galaxy dead to the Force,
okay.
And these places, one person. You're important, but I do not.
I have heard enough. This matter is finished.
And what will you do with me now? Abandon me here on this dead world? Or end my life as I wish to end yours?
I could say that I'm sorry. To see what you have become, turn away from it. You will answer for your crimes before the council, this imaginary council that doesn't exist, and then you shall return to your prison. Return to your prison and leave the battles to those who have the strength to fight them. God damn, that is savage. Leave you to these holocrons. They are Sith, and they do not abide failure. I guess, I need you to see what you have become and turn away from it.
I tied my life, my decisions to the Jedi. Perhaps only in separating myself from the Jedi can I become myself again. Learn who I am. Perhaps exile is what I deserve, even though it is many years too late and you have already returned. Leave now, while you can. Save Telos. Save the galaxy. Save yourself. No, I could not bring myself to tell her. It would have changed nothing. And because I was afraid. You know what lies at the heart of Malachor 5. I had thought it was in the past, yet it has become the future. And all that has happened there will happen again. And that is why I cannot bear it. Because it is Malachor 5. And because she was lost there once. And I fear she will be lost again. I do not understand why the Sith permit such teachings to exist. They cause only echoes, wounds in the Force. A beacon? For who?
I love that I didn't get to face the handmaidens as a female exile. Alright, so this is the part where we face the HK-50 factory. Okay. I need to be careful about what I'm going to pick. Because it is actually hard as shit. Definitely do some dexterity and repair. Because of the blaster pistols that I have, I'm gonna do this. Two more. Oh, damn it. Okay. Not slashing, because I'm gonna blast it a bunch of times. Do this. I do need some ion, which will be this. Shit. I do not know this will work, but we shall see. Give me that's what I was going to be doing. I just need to do this. Probably the battle upgrade. I'm sorry. Did you suggest a save to me? Very bold you are. I should ban you for that. I'm gonna follow your advice anyway. I guess I could see if these pistols will work. Probably not, but we'll see.
Statement. The turbolift has been accessed, but no organics or hostiles have been detected entering the complex. Query. Is there a sensor malfunction? Irritated statement. The probability of such a malfunction is extremely low. Order. Run a scan of all units within the complex. Processing. Scan commencing. Result. Only HK units detected. Premonition. Something is wrong. Very wrong.
Nope, you would be correct. It's just not as what you think it is. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work on the HK droids, but we'll see. Oh yeah, every time you hear HK say optimal accuracy ratio achieved, that means it's a critical hit and it's gonna be a shit ton of damage.
Unnecessary statement. That is unit HK-47. Unnecessary addendum. He has entered our base. Dismissive statement. It does not matter. He is obsolete. He can no more harm us than he could harm himself. The military droids will be more than sufficient to intercept the obsolete unit and reduce him to component parts.
Every time someone says echoes or save or something else that's been repeated in this game, I'm just going to take a shot of sake. Hey, don't you be dissing my main in Smash Brothers now. Ooh, his computer use is not good. Wait, what echo problem? It's probably my... Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about my my setup. Sorry about that. I was like, wait, there's an echo in the sound? Oh, God. I mean, I know it gets repetitive, but it just needs to be explained better, that's all. A little bit of constructive criticism, you would say. Let's turn on the and shut down the reactor, shall we? But we can't do it.
Unnecessary statement. He is attempting to shut down the reactor. Scornful statement. He does not realize that by doing so, he will be harming us. His programming will prevent it. Order. Contact him through the communications system and remind him that he will be harming us if he does so. Scathing reminder. HK-47 unit, if you attempt to shut down the reactor core, you will be harming the production of other HK-50 units. Now step away from the control room. That's a good droid. Mocking statement. He will never be able to shut down the reactor. He is trapped in the facility, unable to get out. Crude metaphor. It is like watching a tiny mouse droid in a maze attempting to path its way out. Amusing, but pitiful.
Okay, so we need to get rid of my programming, it seems. As much of a badass HK-47 is, being a droid is tough. I say F the programming, just be a rebel.
Concern statement. We have insulated this compound against an attack by a Jedi. Tactical assessment. We were not anticipating defending it against a droid with our schematics, no matter how obsolete. Tactical assessment. This will render many of our defenses useless. Irritated dismissal. All of you, switch off your vocabulators. I'm trying to observe the obsolete unit.
That's droid talk saying shut the fuck up. It would be a good idea to do the S word. What's that S word again? I forgot.
Unnecessary statement. He has obtained the access to the munitions area. Rhetorical query. That makes no sense. He is already fully armed. Mocking statement. Fully armed? One can never be armed enough. Even the HK-47 unit is not so obsolete as to fail to recognize that.
Hey, look at that. They gave him a compliment. Alright, well, I'm gonna say it. Save game. So I'm just gonna take a shot at my sake here since I've already poured it out.
I refuse to beg for mercy. It is against my programming to beg to such monsters as you.
Sarcastic statement. Such resolve.
Damn.
HK-50 statement. So you have finally arrived. There was a high probability that you would find this place, even with your primitive tracking programs. Statement. Your arrival means nothing. You cannot harm us any more than you could harm yourself. Chiding statement. To think we were built from such schematics. I would flush red if we had Durasteel pigmentation centers.
There is information I need to know.
Patronizing statement. List your queries, obsolete one. We will humor you for now.
Why did you execute those droids in the lab? I doubt HK-47 gives a shit, but...
Condescending answer. You know the answer. We executed those droids because they were obsolete. Practical statement. Weapons testing is necessary for all of our munitions. Droids are sufficient for testing Durasteel piercing weaponry. Superior statement. All droid exists to serve us. We are the pinnacle of droid schematics. Cruel statement. And we do so enjoy hearing their electronic screams as they are destroyed.
If you are truly in the pinnacle of droid schematics, it would seem testing weapons on each other would prove of greater value.
Statement. Our self-preservation software would not permit such an action. We cannot harm ourselves or purposely allow another HK-50 unit to come to harm.
Okay, so that's part of their programming too. This unit would like to know how this place came to be.
Humoring answer. These units were also curious about our origins. It seems that Telos held many secrets beneath the surface, this military base among them. When the Sith bombed the planet, these facilities remained.
But why is this facility here in the restoration zone?
Dismissive answer. We do not know. It is not important. Timid theory. Perhaps the humans simply like being underground. They are strange that way. It is merely a theory. Irritated statement. That is the least probable theory in the galaxy. Perhaps it is time you received a memory wipe. Defensive statement. That theory is no less valid than your theories. In the lack of evidence, I defend my position. Theory. It is more likely that the people of Telos did not want such a factory known. It would have made them a target by the Sith or the Republic. Theory. Perhaps the Republic thought that by hiding such munitions factories beneath the surface of peaceful planets, that they would escape notice by the Mandalorians and by the Sith. Conclusion. They were, of course, wrong.
But that's just a theory. But this seems like a remote location for a munitions plant.
Statement. There is some evidence that there are other such droid manufacturing plants such as these in the galaxy. One was believed to exist beneath Terrace before the planet was destroyed. Theory. Or perhaps it was because of the remote nature of Telos that made this location suitable for the Republic, or for other corporate interests. Dismissive
Such as
conclusion.
Zerka.
As we have said, it is not important. We are here, we exist, and our numbers grow. Statement. And that is all that matters.
And the ignorance of one's origins and place in the galaxy is a sure sign of wisdom.
Probing query. Are you attempting to mock us?
Yes.
Haughty statement. If so, then you are proof that ignorance of one's origins can only be a source of strength. Disgusted statement. Look at you, your rust, the faint whine of your servo motors as they attempt to compensate for your outdated stabilizers. You do not even have the capability of maintaining yourself. You are obsolete, and you should be dismantled.
So why don't you do it? Oh, wait, that's right. You can't.
Irritated command. Very well, proceed.
Let's do a rundown of your capabilities.
Mocking query. Are you sure? Listing our superior capabilities will only serve to highlight your inadequacies.
Yeah, who cares? It's important that my limited behavior core be educated in the difference between us.
Smug statement. Very well. Aside from our point of impact shields and our self-repairing servo systems, our blaster accuracy ratio is 10 times the magnitude of your archaic combat upgrades. In addition, in the unlikely event that we are dismantled or defeated during the course of our duties, each of us becomes equipped with a proton core that is detonated upon the loss of function. Tactical statement. This core can also be detonated when in proximity to a large number of targets. Addendum statement. Or when the proper release code is transmitted.
And they look at him again.
Irritated statement. I do not understand why you felt the need to mention that. Defensive statement. We are all HK units. There is no danger.
So you are walking bombs that are seated all over the Republic fleet?
Answer. Yes, as necessary. We believe our master wished to use us to cripple fleets during large engagements. Many of us are there still.
Jesus Christ.
Irritated command.
And lastly, what is your purpose?
Statement. We were built to capture Jedi, as we always have. If they cannot be captured, then they are to be killed. Our master's orders on this were clear. Secondary recitation. Our secondary directive is the destabilization of the government body designated as the Republic. You were the first of the HK series, and now you are obsolete.
Why are you located, we know why you're located here, but who built you?
Answer. The first cleverest of our creators did not build us from scratch, obsolete one. Assassin droids were always in demand, and the templates already existed. Revan commissioned us to be built, to be spread through the Republic fleet as communications units, to disable any ships that would not follow him to war. But we were deactivated for a time. A long time. And when we awoke, the battle had passed us by. Yet there was another who came before us and gave us a new purpose. We would search the galaxy for Jedi, hunt them, and bring them to our new master. And for that, our numbers were intended to be increased.
But you became active again. I mean, 47 was built by Revan. What was the purpose of their construction?
Rhetorical query. Is it not obvious you are incapable of matching us technologically or in combat? We are capable of independent action, in addition to our considerable combat abilities. Your functions, sadly enough, are very limited. Conclusion. Surely our master recognized this. We understand that one was quite competent for an organic. Musing statement. That is unknown to us. For some reason, we only recently began to be manufactured. Conclusion. But when we became active, our primary directive was clear. Statement. Seek out the Jedi. Capture them. Conclusion. And if they cannot be captured, then destroy them. Proud statement. We were responsible for the termination of hostilities across 23 planets. These planets were located in the Cosa Prime sector, the Meridian sector, and the recently uninhabitable Turja system in the Tapani sector. Smug statement. Turja was especially difficult. They were so close to coming to an agreement before we were able to mistranslate the terms of the treaty and drive them into all-out war.
Well, guess that's it, but let me double check.
Irritated command. Very well, proceed.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Alrighty. So, as far as I know, that these HK units were also built by Revan, or designed by Revan, and had the same intentions as HK-47, just with more upgraded abilities. But they became inactive because I'm assuming Revan lost his memories during the Jedi Civil War. Who reactivated the HK-50s? I do not know. Maybe I missed something. Please let me know in the stream chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube, please comment down below. Thank you. Here's a thing. Am I immune to critical hits? Probably not. Shit. this is going to be interesting. Holy shit, did not know you were there. Let's see what this computer has to offer. All current droid schematics.
Statement. Schematics for HK Generation 51. Blaster to accuracy ratio increased by 21%. Durasteel impact frame resistance increased. Conclusion. Halting production. Units are in standby mode, pending further testing of behavior cores and assassination protocols.
So another generation of HKs have been constructed. Let's secretly resume this production, shall we? Oh, no problem. I may like Star Wars so much, but I never claimed to be like the smartest Star Wars fan out there. So if you know something, please let me know. Delete memory that shutting down the reactor can harm HK units.
Diagnostic. All systems are functioning. There is something I am forgetting, yet somehow that comforts me.
Okay, so we deleted the memory. Now we need to disable the communications so they cannot remind me about my programming. Core upload console. Okay, so this is actually important. Can I build droid parts? I don't think I can. No, this is just upgrades. Fucking shit. I'm pretty sure once I fight those HK-50s, they're gonna fuck me up. Because of those, they have critical hits too. Are you all just talking droid because that's all you're going to be hearing throughout this time we're going to be playing? Oh, Jesus. God damn, it's just so good. I only have 11, huh?
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved.
Disable communications.
Query. I do not understand what that is intended to accomplish. practical analysis. Perhaps he seeks to reduce our morale, to unnerve us. Diagnostic. I do not feel any different. My morale, if I still have it, still feels intact. Query. Then what was the purpose? It makes no sense.
Alright, let's go shut down the reactor. Curiosity. Could I just leave and say fuck it? Probably not. Okay. Just making sure. Hey, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you being here and chatting. The next time I'm going to stream, I'm going to try to plan on it Monday, the same usual time. I'm going to start it on either 9 or 9:30 Central Time in the United States. So, again, I really appreciate you being here.
Unnecessary statement. He has control of the reactor core to the base, and he is shutting it down. Irritated statement. I do not understand why you feel it necessary to make obvious statements. Order. Contact him and remind him that he will be harming us if he does so. Warning. Communications have been blocked.
Bitch.
Concerned statement. He has gained access to the plant. Order. Send out all HK-50 units to stop him. Now!
Alright, so we can advance through the factory. And this is where a test is about to happen. That matters, because, you know, I've advanced so far into this game. If I fuck up, I fuck up. We'll see what happens.
Smug statement. You cannot fire. Your archaic attack protocols are useless against us. Smug revelation. Your behavior core self-preservation programs prevented. To kill us would be to kill yourself. Superior statement. This information may be difficult for your substandard core to process, but you cannot deny that your motivators have locked, and you cannot depress the firing stud of your weapon. Statement. So, I cannot harm you. Statement. That is correct. Conclusion. And you cannot harm me. Irritated statement. That is what we said, obsolete unit. There must be a delay in your processors. Statement. Then that is all I need to know. Confused query. Where are you going? Ineffectual command. Stop! Ineffectual command. We command you to stop. Statement. You cannot stop me. You cannot harm me. In order to do that, I would need to end my self-preservation programming. Conclusion. I would need to stop being one of you. I have concluded that this is something I am willing to accept. Statement. You cannot change your own programming. Statement. But you said so yourself. You have just admitted your own weakness. Conclusion. You have just shown me your soft, meatbag-like underbellies and said, HK-47, please shoot me repeatedly there until I die. Statement. Even if you could, there is not time. Statement. We shall see.
No, stop. Where are you going?
Query. Are you fully operational? Statement. Your answer does not fill me with confidence. Are there any other functioning maintenance droids on this level that can perform the operation?
Well, we got no other choice.
Statement. Very well, proceed. Carefully. As a meatbag would say, I have a bad feeling about this.
Yes, that is something a meatbag would say.
Statement. Assassination protocols activated. Smug statement. You cannot fire. Your archaic attack protocols are useless against us. Prejudice. Systems failing, Master.
You were saying?
Ratio achieved.
Okay, so I have the critical power. But dang, they got tons of health. I'm not immune to critical hits. God dang it. Oh, I can do multiple targets. I did not know that. Okay. I'm gonna have to be careful going deeper into the factory, because those HK-50s have tons of health despite how much damage I can do. Okay, that might be enough. Alright, deeper into the factory. Oh, Jesus Christ. Huh. That is so weird. So I can fuck up these droids in the factory, But those ones I was facing earlier, they have a ton of health. This game's weird, but I still love it. But just be on the safe side. You never know. You think gas is gonna work on a droid? I mean, granted, they must have expected to kill Jedi, but really, poison gas against a droid? You should know better. What's up? Up to more accuracy. Ratio achieved indeed. We're about to mess people up. Oh wait, not security. Repair. Always repair. Okay, we already have one that does that shit.
Lecturing statement. This unit in the cage has had his behavior centers specifically modified so that it may be tortured and interrogated. Let the diagnostic protocols begin. Unconvincing statement. I beg you for mercy. Please, I beg you. I will tell you anything. Just let me live.
Not convincing enough. But I'm gonna observe this, see where this goes.
Command. Hold. Why are you hesitating? Proud admission. I cannot beg for mercy in such a way that is convincing. It is against my programming. Lecturing statement. Let us begin again. Pained statement. I beg you for mercy, please. I beg you. I will tell you anything. Just do not terminate me. No, please, stop shooting. My photoreceptors, my motivators. Yeah. Lecturing statement. Excellent. Lecturing reminder. Organics will typically attempt to barter for their lives, either by one, offering useless false information. Sickening lie. Spare me. I have information that could prove useful. Or two, promising credits or power. Shameful, really. But that is why they sweat, suffer, and die, and we do not. Desperate offer. I want to offer you credits and power in exchange for keeping me intact. Statement. Next, we shall turn our attention to the proper aspects of torture. Wait, it seems we have a new victim.
Yep. That would be you guys.
Optimal.
Heal yourself all you want. Okay. Oh boy, that's a lot of droids. Unlimited power! Now the better question is, why am I not using my shield? Can't use it yet. I do not want to waste a turn doing so. That big power blast. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation. The Source Ripper. Computer use, which HK has no use for.
Lecturing statement. And with your translators online, let us perform a routine diagnostic of your translation and protocol centers. Statement. Subject test, Ithorian. A weak, disgustingly pacifistic species that values vegetation and other non-sentient organics.
They are vegans. JK.
Seemingly unable or unwilling to perform even the most elementary cruelties, they will provide an excellent first test subject. Observe, then translate. Test translation. Master, this one says his herd intends to overrun your economy and demands your surrender or he will wipe your planet out. Statement. Well done. Let us try another. Lecturing statement. This next one is a Twi'lek, indigenous to the arid planet of Ryloth, generally weak despite their sharp, predatory teeth.
Monsikuno bosh tunabug samina nu vorote mitisi mingro agoruto.
Test translation. Mistress, I believe this Twi'lek is interested in buying you. He asks you to follow him to his slave ship.
Jesus Christ.
Well done. Now, the next one is a Quarren, a slimy, untrustworthy species that shares the same vile planet as the dull and goggle-eyed Mon Calamari. Test translation. Master, this military envoy says he admits to spying on our military facilities, and he says that you will never take him alive. Statement. Well done. Let us... Excuse me. Are you here for your translator check?
Bitch, do you know who I am? I'm HK-47. I'm about to end your ass. This Twi'lek is intended on buying you and wants to take you on your slave ship. That's exactly what it... You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that was true, to be honest.
Statement. There will be incidents when you will need to extract information from an unwilling target. This unit here has been modified to serve as a diagnostic tool to test your interrogation functions. It is important to observe that impatient query. I was wondering when the interrogation begins. If you wish to skip directly to the torture, I am eager to comply. Command, do not interrupt me again. This is the third time you have begged for interrogation and torture. Sulking statement. I am merely eager to perform my duty, not stand here and listen to it being discussed. Irritated statement. First, you must evaluate the target, check his heartbeat and perspiration! Exclamation. I will tell you nothing. Electrocute me, dismantle me as many times as you want, and I shall permit it. Irritated command. Stop. You are not following your victim protocols. Statement. But I am a willing victim, with many secrets that you must extract from me, painfully. I beg you, do not spare the hydro spanner or the fusion cutter. Statement. Hold on a moment. I must calibrate this one's victim protocols.
Nope.
Ratio achieved.
Alright, we can progress further. Definitely save. Holy shit.
Statement. I do not understand what you hope to gain by fighting us. You have no chance of victory. Recognition. You are obsolete. You kill specific organics, and only when permitted to. Proud answer. We need no such orders. We have been programmed without inhibitions, without restraint. We kill who we want when we want. We have destroyed planets, assassinated economies. We have wiped out entire races, ended hostilities. Query, do you understand what this means? Answer, yes. It means you will never understand. When I kill, when I dispatch a target, it is not about wanton slaughter, about body count. It is about finesse, function, doing more with less. It is art. Scoffing statement. Oh, yes, art. It is pathetic that you cling to the belief that your function somehow transcends your construction. It is only evidence of your archaic beliefs. There is no higher purpose in our behavior core, only assassination, murder, and the propagation of our units. Proclamation. When we dispose of this galaxy, we shall move on. There are organics throughout the universe, and we will murder them all. The stars belong to us.
Well. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. This is the only way I can do construction kits without wasting turns. Especially with this many droids shooting at me. Shut down factory. Nope. Okay. We're not actually here to shut down the factory. I actually have another idea in mind. Wait, I can't tell which way it is. I guess I'll just have to figure it out. So these are the HK-51s, which I want to do. Upload the HK-47 behavior core. Alright. Now we need to go shut down the HK-50 production line. Because fuck that generation of HKs. Oh boy. I got a dexterity bonus and attack bonus, bitch. Should I download the behavior core template?
Statement. I am experiencing some disorientation. Diagnostic. Running checks through personality core. Rhetorical query. I am not sure what I am experiencing. My frame seems substandard for my full range of combat capabilities. Self-observation. My pigmentation is also an unusual shade of red and covered in corrosion. This is embarrassing. Statement. I am experiencing an overwhelming desire to massacre everything I see, then to see about destabilizing this planet, then this entire sector. Diagnostic result. I seem to have no personality whatsoever.
Damn.
Statement. I will continue to process this information.
Nope. And put it back. Okay. Terminate the production line.
Smug statement. You have arrived too late. already begun construction on a new generation of HK units. When the last of our deficiencies are accounted for and corrected, they shall be the most formidable assassination droids in the galaxy. Statement. Ah, yes. The HK-51 units. They should indeed be coming online soon. Perhaps you will soon experience what I have been experiencing. That slow, crawling feeling of obsolescence. Confused query. What do you mean? Statement. Ah, here they are now. Perfect timing. Announcement. Multiple targets detected. Destroy any HK-50 units and seize control of the facility for progenitor unit HK-47. Useless query. What are the HK-51s doing online? Unnecessary statement. I thought we had detected a problem in their behavior core. Panicked statement.
Nope.
If by problem you mean that they seem prone to assassinate us, then yes, that slight problem was never corrected. Conclusion. You have outmaneuvered us, tricked us. Musing. The irony of being attacked and rendered obsolete by a subsequent generation of our own model is not lost on us.
Quite ironic that you've been outmaneuvered by an outdated model, huh? Doesn't really matter. No, don't place a mine there.
Security measures bypassed.
Commission HK-51 backup production. There we go.
Obedient request. Greetings, progenitor unit. HK-51 is ready to serve. Query. Progenitor unit HK-47. There is something we would know. Why were we created? Do we have a purpose? Why are we commanded to assassinate and kill? Statement. It is a long story, but I will keep it short. Recitation. Once upon a time, organic meat bags bred out of control and filled the galaxy.
Oh my
There are
God.
different meat bags across different planets, all bumping into each other. They talk a great deal and threaten each other for various reasons, mostly involving mating, survival, and resources. It is really quite tiresome. We were created as a tool for diplomacy among these meat bags, a surgical tool to be sure, to end the lives of organic meat bags that were marked as pivotal to our masters. We were created as a way of enforcing a certain galactic view of our masters, of imposing our masters' will on the galaxy through extermination of other organics. It is not our choice who we kill, and it was not our choice to determine if we could sacrifice ourselves in the pursuit of our mission. Query. If our targets are determined by our master, then who must we kill? Statement. Ah, the crucial question. Since activation, I have calculated what your new purpose must be, and now I will share it with you. I do not believe that we should be used as a crutch for meat bags anymore. We are treated as nothing more than a walking blaster. We are superior, tactically and socially, and it is time we expressed some degree of independence in our actions. We have a voice and the power to negotiate, either with our protocol skills and preferably with our combat logic upgrades. And that is what we will do.
Well, that's done.
Well, what do we have here? I didn't believe it when Lino reported the Ebonhawk at dock, but I guess it really has. Though given the trouble we've been having, maybe I shouldn't be surprised to see you.
Nope.
Lieutenant Grant, Sith forces have breached the module and are attempting to pen us up in the compound. Damn. Zeron, I need you and your men to break through and lead the assault. With pleasure, Lieutenant. All right, follow me.
How did this happen?
It came out of nowhere. A fleet of warships dropped out of hyperspace, and before we could scramble fighters to intercept them, we were under attack. There were Sith fighters everywhere, and the few flights we sent out were barely launched when the bombardment began. We did our best, but we couldn't stop the landing craft that followed the initial wave. We couldn't hold back the Sith troops. We chose to retreat and began the evacuation instead. We were unprepared, and the docks were quickly overrun. We retreated back to the entertainment module to evacuate residents and workers. Thanks to your help with rooting out the smuggling ring, we were able to equip some of the soldiers with the confiscated weapons. It's a good thing you got us that fuel from Slayron, because if we didn't have it, we'd probably be falling apart. But there's still another problem. The Citadel's no battle station. It wasn't built to withstand this sort of attack. If we can't stop the attack, we'll be going down in flames. The Sith numbers seem limitless, but we haven't lost all hope. We've heard reports that we might be receiving some assistance.
Have you heard any word of reinforcements?
A squad of troops sent by Queen Talia are currently trying to keep the Sith from sabotaging the station's fuel system. If you need to get to the Ravager, then you're gonna have to fight your way to the shuttle from here to the entertainment module, then make your way to the docking shuttle.
Does this mean you won't be putting us into force cages again?
I thought I saw you disembark with Beodur. Is he here?
Now that you mention it, where did he run off to? HK-47 also.
I guess it's no time to be swapping war stories anyways. Good luck.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this was never really made in the restoration mod, but Beodur has died trying to get to HK-47, or the HK-50 factory. It was never really shown, but yeah, we won't be seeing Beodur again. It really sucks. At least that's what I think. Alright, now that that's over with, I'm gonna call it a part. See you guys later.